Hey everybody, in this reading we'll be looking at things that didn't come through in my other readings for whatever reason. And these things could be about love, work, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. I'll do a couple of spreads and maybe additional clarification or outcome spreads if necessary. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the first spread, Virgo. We have the Five of Cups clarified by Temperance. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the High Priestess. We also have the Page of Cups clarified by the Star. And we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, I think it's a pretty straightforward reading, Virgo. I think you've got somebody from your past thinking about you. They miss you. All those retrogrades are kicking their butt, and I think they're thinking of coming back to you, apologizing to you. Okay? What's interesting is that the first three cards that came out were all minor arcana cards, right? The Five of Cups and the two pages. All minor arcana cards. Their clarifiers are all major arcana cards. Alright, the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a minor arcana card. In this case, I think this is somebody coming back from the past to you, right? Even though we don't have like a Judgment or a Six of Cups card, we do have somebody definitely who is still thinking about you a lot. As a matter of fact, they regret what they did to you with the Five of Cups, the first card that came out, right? It is a card of regret and grief. Temperance, clarifying it could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with. Temperance is a card of healing, right? They do want to come back to you. They do want to heal the situation. They do want to get back together with you. The Page of Cups right next to the deck is clarified by the Star. The Star could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is also a healing card, just like Temperance, right? That's one of the ways to interpret this. The Star card, right? The Page of Cups is a card of an apology. This is them reaching out to you or about to reach out to you and beg for forgiveness. The Page of Swords clarified by the High Priestess in the middle. I think this is what they are doing right now, or have been doing for a while. They've been watching you, right? Perhaps the two of you are still connected on social media, or perhaps they still see you every once in a while, right? The High Priestess clarifying it could be a Cancer, but the High Priestess is a card of a secret. So they're still secretly keeping tabs on you. They're still secretly checking up on you. All right? And yeah, so do expect somebody to come back and beg for forgiveness. They do miss you. They do. All right? So yeah, let's take a look at the advice or a potential outcome for this particular situation. Because what we see, there isn't really much information. I clarified every single card that came out, and we do see somebody coming back to you, but we don't see any potential outcome or an advice. And that's what I'll be asking for the second spread. All right? Cool. Here's the advice slash potential outcome for you, Virgo, in regards to what we saw in the previous spread. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Nine of Wands. We have Judgment clarified by the Chariot. Then we have the Hierophant clarified by the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Cancer, Taurus, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Yeah, we do have the Judgment card now. The Judgment actually came out. You see that? Right there in the middle, clarified by the Chariot. So the Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past, and at the same time, it's a card of somebody, in this case, you having to make a judgment call. I never clarify, or almost never clarify Judgment if it's the last card that comes out, but if it's one of the first ones, I often do. And I just wanted to get more information on this. So the Chariot clarifying Judgment could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is a card of moving forward and not looking back. All right. So in this case, it will most likely translate into leaving what happened between the two of you in the past and moving forward, moving over past that, I guess. It's also a card of travel for some of you. Right? Perhaps travel is involved here. The Chariot could also be a card of victory and success, so I think they're hoping to win you back. That is if you can overcome what happened between the two of you. And we do have two nines, right? In the beginning of this reading, the Nine of Swords clarified by the Nine of Wands. I think that's going to be your initial reaction towards this reconciliation offer, and it's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy. The Nine of Swords usually represents somebody who is stressed out, somebody who is still thinking about something, recovering from something, right? It's not a happy card. Neither is the Nine of Wands clarifying it, right? The Nine of Wands is a card of a wounded warrior. This is a card of somebody who says, you know what, I'm not so sure if this is a good idea based on what happened in the past. We also have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is a card of a burden. So this whole situation is going to be a burden for you. It's not going to be an easy decision. However, the last two cards are the Hierophant, and it's clarified by the Ten of Cups. So if you can find it in your heart to give them a second, or I don't know, a third chance, the two of you could definitely, take it all away, I guess. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with, by the way, but both the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups clarifying it are, commitment, marriage cards. The Hierophant is a very traditional card. Very spiritual card, educational card, and the Ten of Cups is a family card. This card is often referred to as the happily ever after card. So, yeah, if you want this, Virgo, it's yours. If you want this person back, yes, they do want to commit to you. Yes, they do want to get serious with you. That is, of course, if you can overcome what they did or didn't do. All right, so yeah, that's what we have so far. Let's take a look at the situation another situation real quick, because in the beginning, in the introduction, I promised two situations. All right, cool. Virgo, here's the second situation. We have Temperance, clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands, clarified by Justice. We have the Hermit and the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio, perhaps even another Virgo. Well, here's the deal, Virgo. This spread is either pretty much a repeat of what we saw in the previous two spreads, or you may have yet another ex trying to get back together with you. You see how we have even a couple of cards that are repeating, right? Temperance is one of them, right? Temperance could be a Sagittarius. It's clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So those two cards are talking about what happened in the past, right? There was a major fight. There was an ugly breakup. That's what usually happens with the Five of Swords. This is when people slam the door on the way out. The Five of Swords is a card of an ugly fight. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of somebody feeling left out in the cold, feeling sad, feeling miserable. So this person, that's the way this person feels, right? Again, it could be the same person we saw in the first two spreads, or it could be another one, right? We do have so many planets in retrograde. Mercury is still in retrograde. Venus just went direct, but there is still, I guess, the post-shadow period, right? So we also have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but the Tower could be things falling apart in the past, but at the same time, the Tower could be something that happens unexpectedly. Perhaps you forgot about this person. Perhaps you dated this person, you were together with this person a long time ago, and now out of the blue, this person is going to drop out of the clear sky. Speaking of dropping out of clear sky, the Eight of Wands in the middle could be a card of trouble, right? Very similar to the Chariot energy, because both of them are pretty speedy cards. Perhaps this person is traveling from afar. The Eight of Wands could be traveled by air for some of you. It's also a card of communication, a lot of communication. Justice, clarifying, it could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice could be a major apology card, right? And the Hermit right next to the deck, that's you, Virgo, unless you're dealing with another Virgo. And it's always a good sign to have your own major kind of card in your own reading. And since this card, the Hermit card, showed up last, I think, again, it's going to be up to you. 100% up to you how you want to handle this, if you can forgive them, if you want to give them another shot. So, yeah, Virgo, this whole reading is about people coming back to you, or one person. And this is a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads, and still somebody is going to try to get back together with you. All right, so yeah, I don't think we need any additional spreads for this one. For most of you, I believe it is a repeating story. Okay, and we saw in the previous spread what can happen if you were to give him a second chance. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, Virgo, for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Virgo, have an amazing September.